It's definitely different when you're seeing it from above, because ground level, when you're driving by these pivots, you're seeing, I don't know, like 1% of what's actually going on. It changes your understanding of what's happening in the valley. Wells have been going dry for many decades, but then no one wants to sue their neighbors, right? On the whole, everyone who lives out here says, wow, look at all the new orchards going in. And the people who have lived here for a long time, I mean, it's very apparent to them that there's been way more land being put into production, and everyone knows someone whose well has gone dry. There's just a general kind of slippery slope anxiety that people have, where the mindset is, okay, once the regulations start, where do they stop? The small farmers I know, they've got a smaller profit margin. They cannot absorb reductions in their production as much as the big guys can. So that can make or break them if they would have to reduce their water use, for instance, by the 70% needed for us to stabilize our water tables. That's a huge, huge reduction. The conversations we've been having now with ADWR amongst each other is, how do we make it so that the majority of the conservation burden is borne out by the few really huge irrigators. We don't own the water, but we depend on the water. So the attitude is locals first, essentially. That's been a lot of my work for the last year, is just trying to bring everyone together. These pivots are, in some sense, they show how powerful human technology can be. So in one sense, we're seeing a much more efficient use of water. I guess my philosophy is that with great power comes great responsibility. We have to make sure that we're not letting our technological capabilities shoot us in the foot, right? We have this limited supply of water, and if we're overusing it today, we're putting the future generations in a place where they have to basically pay our water debts for us. I don't know, I see both human ingenuity and people wanting to grow food, which is vital to life. And I see a need for us to make sure we're doing it in a way that's sustainable and smart. So another water relevant thing is that here at the Wilcox Playa, they recently started doing core samples for lithium. I met a retired cowboy out here the other day. We were talking about the lithium mine, and he said, I was against the AMA because, we don't want to be overregulated. He says, now when I'm driving down to Benson on Dragoon and you see all these new pivots coming up, now I'm thinking maybe we should have voted the AMA in place. People are concerned. The longer we wait, the worse it's going to get. The overdraft currently is about 4-1, according to the most recent supply and demand report. I mean, that's tough. In order to balance that budget, that means you have to reduce your current water use by 75%. Once the water gets to a certain depth, not only can you not afford any more residential wells, but you can't afford to do agriculture either. At the end of the day, it's the rural spirit of the area that's at stake.